Imagine a country where ancient castles stand beside modern skyscrapers, where people drink over 100 million cups of tea every single day, and where traditions stretch back hundreds of years, while new trends spread around the world in seconds. Welcome to the United Kingdom, better known as Britain. The UK is made up of 4 nations: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Each has its own history, its own traditions, and even its own language or dialect. With a population of about 67 million people, this island nation is small in size but massive in influence. Britain's history is legendary. It was once the center of the world's largest empire, shaping global trade, culture, and politics. From Shakespeare's plays to the Beatles' music, and from the Industrial Revolution to Harry Potter, Britain has shaped how the world lives, thinks, and entertains itself. London, the capital, is one of the most important cities in the world. It is home to the monarchy, the famous red double-decker buses, Big Ben, and the River Thames. But Britain is much more than London. Its rolling countryside, rugged coasts, highlands, lakes, and charming towns. The UK is also a country of traditions. The changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace, afternoon tea, and historic parliaments that still debate in buildings centuries old. Yet at the same time, it is modern, fast-moving, and a global hub for finance, technology, and education. Before we dive into Britain's famous cities, its food, its strange traditions, and its love for sports, make sure you subscribe to the channel and join us as we explore the world's most fascinating cultures. The first city that comes to mind when you think of Britain is London. This capital is a city of contrasts. Medieval buildings like the Tower of London stand close to modern skyscrapers, like the Shard. Landmarks such as Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey, and the London Eye attract millions of tourists every year. London is also a financial powerhouse, one of the most important economic centers in the world. Moving north, we reach Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland. It's famous for its castle that sits on top of an extinct volcano, and for the Royal Mile, a street full of history. Every August, the city hosts the Edinburgh Festival Fringe, the world's largest arts festival, drawing performers and audiences from across the globe. Manchester is another city with worldwide fame. Known as the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution, it's also a center of music, nightlife, and football. The Manchester United and Manchester City rivalry keeps the city alive with passion. Liverpool is the city of the Beatles, where music history was made. It's also home to Liverpool Football Club and a strong port tradition. In Northern Ireland, Belfast tells the story of shipbuilding. It's the city where the Titanic was built. Today, it's a mix of history, modern culture, and natural beauty close to the famous Giant's Causeway. In Wales, Cardiff combines a medieval castle right in the city center with modern stadiums, shopping areas, and a strong cultural identity. Each British city offers its own unique flavor. From Glasgow's creativity to Oxford's world-famous university, the UK's cities reflect its diversity and depth. Some smaller cities are equally fascinating. Bath is famous for its Roman-era baths and Georgian architecture. Cambridge, like Oxford, is home to one of the oldest universities in the world, where groundbreaking discoveries have been made for centuries. The UK's cities are not just places to live, they are living museums. Walking their streets, you feel the weight of history, but you also see the excitement of the future. This balance between old and new is what makes Britain's urban life so compelling to explore. Food in Britain may not have the best reputation internationally, but it is full of character and surprises. The most iconic dish is fish and chips fried fish with thick-cut potatoes, often eaten by the seaside. Another classic is the full English breakfast, a heavy meal with eggs, sausages, bacon, beans, mushrooms, and toast. Afternoon tea is one of Britain's most elegant traditions. People enjoy tea with small sandwiches, scones, and cakes, usually in the afternoon. Britain is so passionate about tea that it consumes more per person than almost any other country. But the UK also has some unusual foods. Black pudding, a sausage made with blood and oats. Jellied eels, once a working-class staple in London. Haggis, a Scottish dish made from sheep's stomach stuffed with oats and spices. Britain also loves desserts. Sticky toffee pudding, mince pies at Christmas, and hot cross buns at Easter. Modern Britain is multicultural, and its food reflects this. Indian dishes like chicken tikka masala are as British as fish and chips today. Immigration has made the UK's food scene one of the most diverse in the world. In Scotland, you'll even find the bizarre, odd deep-fried Mars bar, a chocolate bar dipped in batter and fried until golden. It may sound unhealthy, but it's a cult favorite. Meanwhile, Sunday is reserved for the traditional Sunday roast: roasted meat, potatoes, vegetables, and Yorkshire pudding. Families gather to share this meal, keeping traditions alive. British food may be unusual, but it tells the story of a nation that balances tradition with multicultural influences. The UK is famous for its quirky traditions. One of the strangest is the Cheese Rolling Festival in Gloucestershire, where people chase a wheel of cheese down a steep hill, often ending in injuries. There's also Guy Fawkes Night on November 5th, when fireworks and bonfires light up the sky to commemorate the failed gunpowder plot of 1605. Scotland celebrates Hogmanay on New Year's Eve with massive street parties and fireworks. A unique custom called first footing means the first person to enter a home after midnight brings good luck. In Wales, people celebrate Christmas with the spooky tradition of the Mari Lwyd, a horse skull decorated and carried door to door for singing challenges. Britain also has centuries-old ceremonies like the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace, which still attracts millions every year. Even sports become traditions: cricket matches on summer afternoons, rugby games in pubs, and of course, football on Saturday afternoons. Some traditions are even stranger. In Wales, there's the annual Bog Snorkeling Championship, where competitors swim through muddy trenches with snorkels. In northern England, you can find Morris dancing, with dancers wearing bells and waving handkerchiefs in rhythmic patterns. These customs may seem unusual, but they show Britain's humor, creativity, and love of community. They are part of what makes the UK unforgettable. No part of British life is more universal than sports. The UK is the birthplace of many modern games, including football, rugby, cricket, and golf. The most popular by far is football soccer. The English Premier League is the most watched football league in the world, with fans in every continent. The biggest clubs include Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester City. Matches between these clubs are global events, watched by hundreds of millions. In Scotland, the rivalry between Celtic and Rangers in Glasgow is legendary. In Wales, rugby takes center stage, with passionate fans filling stadiums for every match. Britain also hosts Wimbledon, the oldest and most prestigious tennis tournament in the world. And of course, no one can forget Rafael Nadal's battles with Andy Murray at Wimbledon, which kept fans glued to their screens. Sports are not just entertainment here. They are part of national identity, celebrated in pubs, stadiums, and homes. The UK also shines in athletics, cycling, and Olympic events. Sir Mo Farah is a legend in distance running, while Sir Chris Hoy and Bradley Wiggins became icons in cycling. Sports bring people together in Britain. Whether it's watching cricket on a summer's day or cheering for England in the World Cup, these moments define national pride. For many around the world, British culture is experienced first through sports, proving its power to connect nations. From the medieval castles of Scotland to the modern skyline of London, from fish and chips to haggis, from cheese rolling to the world's most famous football clubs, Britain is a country of endless surprises. It is a land where history and modern life exist side by side, where traditions are preserved, but innovation is embraced. Its influence on the world, through language, culture, and sports, remains massive. Now it's your turn! Which country should we explore next? Drop your answer in the comments. We might feature your choice in our next video. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends who love travel and culture. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next adventure.